Usually I got my hand on the rope if I'm saddling a horse in Liberty, but like I said, she's had saddle quite a bit. And she's been ridden quite a bit. She's, like I said, she's just a ping-aided mare. She's gotten by with a lot of stuff. Me, I always use my saddles. I use all these colts and everything. It's got back girth on it. Number one, it helps keeps the saddle in place. And the way I look at it, you know, you gotta train for down the line. So this way, she's used to a back girth. I've worked horses at clinics, and I'll put my double girth on a horse, and they'll start crow hopping, even a seasoned horse, because they never had one. So even my English horses, I always break them out and, with back girth on it. Now, before I climb on a horse, I'm going to ask to move forward. There's some things I'm looking for before I climb in the saddle. And usually after I get a saddle on a horse, it depends on the horse, but most time it's 3 days before I climb on them after I have the saddle, because what I want is consistency. So if I can 3 days in a row, I can ask this horse walk, trot, and lope, and they don't buck, throw off with saddle on them, that's when I get on them. Now some horses I can tell, but if I just ask them to lope off and they don't crow hop, oh, I'm in the saddle then. But that lope and crow hopping is what's my key factor. If they're still loping with the saddle on it, I mean, loping and bucking with the saddle on it while I'm loping them, then I won't get on until they quit. Right now she's testing me. She don't want to go in the circle. Up. Right there, she waited to see what I was asking her, and that was nice. That's what I'm looking for. She's starting to wait for me. Now when I take that pressure off of her, that's what she should have done. I'm not going to look at her hiney to stop her. I want her, as soon as I stop, she stops. I take the pressure off, she comes into me. And same way when I'm doing my back and forth stuff. Right there I got to put her back on a circle because she changed directions on herself. So if I come what I call neutral, I expect her to stop and disengage. In other words, move that hiney around. Now here's, like right there, there. Prefer not go that far, but that was good. So to keep a horse stop from anticipating on back and forth, what I usually try to do is switch them back and forth a couple times. Then I'll put them on a circle a couple times. Then I go back and forth. So, like I said, before I climb on a horse, I'll make sure if I step in front of that body, they turn and everything. And one of my key factors, like I said earlier, if I ask for a lope, right when they're fresh and they don't buck, then that's telling me my prep work. Now, for some horses at this point, I'd climb on. Now, some horses a little bit more spookier. As you see me do in other videos, I use Spokey so I get over top of them. And for y'all who don't have a horse, I break out the good old barrels. And this is where the in-hand work comes in handy. I want to do it out here, so I got room. But usually, what I'll do is start sending a horse past the barrel. And I'll have it about 5 foot off the rail.
Huh?
Explain it first, then a little bit. Okay, well, for you people who don't have a horse, this is a handy way to do it and not have to use a rail, because the rail, they can get away from you too much to be over top of them. So I start off about 5 foot, have my barrel about 5 foot off the rail, and what I'm going to do is work her back and forth. And in her case, she's not going to get too nuts about it. Of course, with her, you never know. And then I keep moving my barrel closer and closer. And what my objective is, at one point, be able to stop them on the barrel, let me pull her over the saddle and pet on them while I'm over top of them. In other words, I'm going to simulate me being over top of me in the saddle. After time, I'll be able to take shortcuts with her. I'm able to get them up here, stop, and I'll start patting them on from above them. If I got control of her feet real good, I can get close and start playing with that saddle. Somebody asked me what time do I ever fell off the barrel. Actually, that's the first time I ever had. Control her feet. Start playing. She wants to back up, that's fine.